saw it. I had to review it.
Yeah, that's right.
It was terrible. Yeah.
And you
I felt bad. I felt bad. But you know what? It's like I can't honestly blame Jackie Chan because you can only work with what you're given. And obviously these films, people were trying to write films for him, and it's just like they didn't understand Jackie Chan. All of a sudden, he became a comedian.
Yeah,
and I don't know. It is sad, But I will tell you this. He was in Cannonball Run, right?
Yes, yes,
and,
I do.
The best part was when he's fucking beating everybody's ass and he splits his pants open.
Oh, and what was he in? He was in another movie here. The Chamber or something like that. It was,
damn.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I want to
say some Canon movies.
Okay, I know he did a movie with Danny Aiello.
Maybe that was it.
I think it was like The Brawler or something like that.
It was something older than that too. It was an American
really?
movie, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's done some serious stuff here.
Yeah.
But
okay.
But yeah, I mean, Drunken Master was a serious role
for
him, and then Drunken Master 2 is more comedic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but incredible movie, man. So
Check
to answer your question,
yeah.
After a Rumble in the Bronx, I mean, when you cross over, you said it yourself.
Yeah.
You're writing for a guy you don't understand, and he's trying to cross over. So he's taking a lot of things just because he wants to have world appeal. I mean, he's conquered the world except for America.
Exactly.
And so now that he's here, we're giving him some of the dumbest shit to do.
Yeah, and I guess Rush Hour. I mean, the first movie was obviously a success, but it's not. Yeah, it's
look,
nothing.
man,
if I want to turn people on to Jackie Chan, I will not show him any of those movies.
And Rush Hour was funny to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's funny, but as far as Jackie Chan and what he's all about, no, I would never.
No. After Rumble in the Bronx, I think that's where he really started to try to cross over. And his movies went downhill.
Yeah.
And look, Jackie Chan's getting older.
Oh yeah, he is.
I mean, and he can only do the same thing over and over again. So
yeah.
I mean that guy's like over 50 now, and you can.
But I'm
tell
always rooting. I'm always rooting for him. I always think at least someday somebody will put him in a badass movie like Hero or something, to where hopefully he can really shine if he wants to do that,
Here's a very basic question. I'm not going to even go into it because I mean we can. You can go all day with this.
Core.
Taylor says, "Is there any movie or actor or actress that was snubbed from the Oscars that you believe should have been nominated or maybe even won the award?" I mean, look, you can look throughout history, and I mean, and it's based on opinion too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I always talk about how I thought Saving Private Ryan should have won Best Picture over Shakespeare in Love. If you look at what do you call it, Martin Scorsese's career. Tons of movies you think Raging Bull should have won the year that it was out.
Taxi Driver, for crying out loud.
Goodfellas, all those movies have been. Yeah, he's been. It's almost a joke how he's been just not given the attention that he should have from the Oscars.
Right.
Woody Allen, some people argue, is another guy like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are, man. You can go on and on. That's such a broad question. I mean, you can't really pinpoint it.
Yeah.
And like I said, you might have your favorites, and it might be different from somebody else. Leon believed very strongly that Shakespeare in Love should have got Best Picture. So what am I going to tell him? I mean, hey, and good for him. It won, and he was satisfied.
And they're two completely different films. So,
I disagree, but that's the thing. It's two different tastes.
Right.
I mean, he's not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Right.
All right. So anyway, let's move on to the next. Fuck your question.
So that took the soul out of you.
First of all. Okay. So here's a question from Jordan Cobb, who says,
"Mr. Cobb,
I have a question." Okay. Well, for y'all. All right. Yeah. Of course you have a question. It's something really obvious. I have a question. Have any of you guys seen a straight to DVD movie that you guys thought would do well in theaters? It's a good question.
All right. Well, I have mine.
What is it?
Equilibrium. That movie I rented almost on a whim, just because I was like, well, there's Christian Bale. It's the guy from American Psycho. It kind of looks like a Matrix ripoff. The cover, is telling me that, but fuck it. I don't know what else to rent, so I'll rent this. I rented it. I checked it out. I say I rented it out, actually.
Okay, all right.
But
you did what you had to do.
Holy Jesus! Did that movie just blow me the fuck away? I mean, I felt like I stumbled upon a gold gem in the movie world that nobody had ever seen. After I saw that movie, I called almost every one of my friends who I knew would appreciate this movie. I showed it to them, and they were equally as blown away. And my God, it seemed like a ripple effect as far as friends I knew who were recommending that movie to other people. But me personally, I think that I can watch that movie more than I can The Matrix. I think Taye Diggs I think that's probably his best performance in that movie, as far as just intensity from Taye Diggs, and it really it blew me away. The action scenes, I think, are still by far probably the best action sequences I've seen in the longest time.
Well, I see. Even then, I'm wondering if technically, I think it was released very shortly, and because I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, you told me you saw it in the theater, but I think that was just like a sneak peek.
Well, it was a press screening.
It was a press.
It was a press screening, and I think I heard that it was released for a weekend or something somewhere. I'm not sure, so you could be right. I mean, I think that it did go somewhere for a little while. I myself, I don't have any. I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
I've seen so many things that I felt should have gone straight to DVD, but I have yet to see anything really
that worthy of a movie.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is after I saw, like, while I was watching Equilibrium, I told myself, and it's funny because I was like, wow, fucking this guy Christian Bale, he should be fucking Batman. And then, of course, I heard later on, when I heard the news, it blew me away. It's like somebody read my mind, and I was so like, fuck yeah. It was great. It was like dream casting come true.
Wow!
Thank God for it. See, I know things.
The power of insight, foresight, more sight. The clock on the wall reads a quarter past midnight. Damn!
I remember.
People like, the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, it's
it's that satanic beard kicking in.
Reads
a quarter past midnight. All right, man. Well, that's a good question. Right. If I think of something, I will, but I really can't think of anything that I've seen. I've seen some imports from other countries that I thought maybe should have played in theaters, but it really didn't. So, all right, let's go ahead and see what we got here. We have a question from Patrick. I'll tell you one movie that I thought I saw on DVD that I thought should get a wider release, and it only played for a week. Idiocracy.
There you go.
That movie played for a week here in Austin. Everywhere else, it played in another city. Everywhere else, they just dumped it.
And I was shocked, you know. And obviously, the rumor behind that was the studio had no idea how to market that film. So, so they kind of just threw it out there.
Okay, so let's see here.
See that movie if you haven't. Look for it.
All right. Patrick says, "Oh yeah, that was a Mike Judge movie, by the way."
Yes.
Too. Yeah. Oh, okay. Patrick says, "Good day, sir. I was just wondering."
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I was just wondering, seeing that Halloween has been remade and Friday the 13th is getting a complete and total reboot, what do you think will happen to Freddy Krueger? Do we expect a remake or a total reboot or nothing at all? They have been talking about doing that reboot for a while.
Yeah, they I think they're still in the process of trying to get the rights. I mean, I know Platinum Dunes, they obviously want to do it, but I don't think they have the go from whoever's holding the rights to I guess New Line.
Well, Wes Craven was all about it too, I think.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted to do it. In fact, I think I don't know, is he helping to produce that
movie? I don't know.
Last House on the Left?
Yes.
That's his movie.
I think he's a producer on that, yeah. So, okay. But no, as far as that whole Nightmare on Elm Street thing, I mean, I'm sorry, but Robert Englund will always be Freddy Krueger. I mean, for crying out loud, I thought he did a damn good job in Freddy vs. Jason. I mean, it's still the same character and is very true to what it is. So I don't know why you need to replace him. I mean, he's obviously covered in tons of makeup. Now, I wish they'd make a fucking good Nightmare on Elm Street film. I mean, and the thing is, I've said this time and time again, I don't know if it's a rumor, but Peter Jackson apparently wrote a Nightmare on Elm Street script. I think he wrote it for part 4 or part 5, but apparently the studio just for whatever reason didn't make it, and they haven't. The rumor is it's in a vault somewhere, and I would kill to read a Peter Jackson script about Freddy Krueger.
Well,
crying out loud.
I think it's I think they want to make it. I'm looking online and everything.
They've been wanting to make it. I mean, Platinum Dunes even announced.
Well, they have they say they want to do a 2010 release,
right?
And they even have a director. There's some guy named Wesley Strick.
Oh yeah. And
Wes Craven is on board as a writer.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Perhaps in 2010 they will do this. Now, my opinion on Nightmare on Elm Street. Have you seen the original Nightmare on Elm Street lately?
No, I watch it almost every year, to be honest.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
Do you not like it?
I'm not a big fan of it. I came into the whole thing late. The first Nightmare on Elm Street movie that I saw was the second one, and that one is horrible. And
you know what? It's horrible, but it definitely has some really great moments.
There's some
a story overall, not the best. But
now, when's the last time you seen that? They got this really bad gay character in there. I mean,
I
mean, he's so poorly written, the stereotype, and
yeah.
I mean, it's not scary. Now, I've seen the first movie that I saw was that one. Then I saw Dream Warriors. That is my favorite.
Dream Warriors will always be my epic.
Yeah, that is a great movie.
Yes, that is,
because it's not only just a horror movie; it's a fantasy film. It's an adventure movie. It's and the guy who wrote it was the guy who directed one of your favorite movies. We talked to
who. Help me out. I don't even know who.
He directed the Mist.
The Mist. Frank Darabont. No shit. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He wrote
you're
that.
Right.
Yeah. And,
Jesus.
And I love that movie. Now I go back and I look at Nightmare on Elm Street. I got on board on that late, so I don't have the nostalgia, the fan fervor of that.
See, that's like
it's not scary to me. It's outdated to me.
First discovering Freddy Krueger. Yeah, I mean, when I watched that the first time I saw it, I wanted to be Freddy Krueger after I watched that film, and that's how much that film had an impact. That's where I get a lot of my comedy from.
Hello, kiddies.
Exactly.
I love soul food.
I always loved it when the girls are running away screaming, and then Freddy would call out their names, and he's like, "Hey, Tina," and they'd stop, turn around, and then he'd look at them with his crazy eyes, and then he'd look at his hand, and he'd look back at him. He's like, "Watch this," and he'd take his blades, and he'd end up cutting off all his fingers, and then he's seeing like this yellow blood spurt out of his hands, and he starts looking at, he starts laughing, and then laughing at her, and you're like, okay, you are completely fucked.
See, I guess by the time I got by the time I got into Freddy Krueger, he already made a song with the Fresh Prince,
the Fresh Prince,
you know,
and, and the Fat Boys,
and the Fat,
I owned all those cassettes.
Okay, rapping with Freddy Krueger.
I'm coming to get you.
Now, Freddy Krueger is such a comedian. Now he's a comedian. He's a rapper. Right. You know, he hosted his own show.
He was on MTV for crying out loud. Yeah. He was doing promotion like crazy for
exactly.
For Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4. Yeah,
I love 3. But I tell you, man, if they want to do a reboot, I'm against all these reboots happening, but. Hey, the first one just doesn't do it for me. If they want to reimagine Freddy Krueger so that he's not going around making jokes and being funny, now he's a cartoon now.
Right.
I mean, he could have his own Saturday morning cartoon right now. I'm serious. The Crypt Keeper did.
No, he had his own TV show for a little while.
Freddy's Nightmares.
Yeah. Where he was the Rod Serling of that
He came out. That's what I'm saying. He came out.
Yeah.
Hey, kiddies.
Oh yeah, he is. But I always think it's like you can make the same argument about the aliens not being scary anymore. But I'm like,
you know me, man. You know I hate.
I know. But I always think there is a story out there where those characters can be scary again. I mean, but you almost have to do some really. I would imagine you'd have to do some really brutal killings, to get that across, or do some clever killings in a way. And that's what I loved about Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. There was just some imaginative, like insane, like dream sequences that I loved, and I will never understand why they didn't carry that on. With the rest of the series.
Oh well.
But hey,
would you care if they did a reboot or not?
Honestly, I wouldn't care. It'd be interesting. Even though I hate to see Robert Englund not be Freddy Krueger, just because, to me, he will always be.
Because, he ain't got nothing else to do with it.
Yeah, exactly. And I like it. I liked Freddy versus Jason. So, but that's just me. So.
All right. Hey, here's a good question.
All right.
It's from Mac Cheekerson.
Wow.
And she says, a few years ago, I saw a film called Art School Confidential, which was marketed as a fun sort of college movie, though I ended up leaving the theater with the overwhelming feeling of dread. Damn, that was deep.
Did you ever see that movie?
No, I didn't. I have it somewhere in here, but I've never watched it.
It's interesting, yeah.
So you've seen it?
Yeah, I have.
Did you have dread when you watched it?
It was.
This is like watching